talk about the backhand topspin lob and your decision to hit that shot there?
I mean, I thought as long as I keep trying, I'll have to make one, because I think all of the ones that I tried before she got to. So I think there were two there that were really important, which was the one where the one she got to, the one that dropped in, and then I finished off with a forehand winner down the line. And then the next one was obviously probably the most important one where I broke. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's instinct. You decide to do that, and it worked. I mean, it worked. You know, it was an important point, and happy to get it through.
Were you thinking about the wind on that shot? Were you thinking about that it might sit up in the wind a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, you can. Yeah, and you can also put a little bit more behind it, because I was hitting against the wind at that time. So you can really, you know, hit a little bit more, you know, a little harder than I would usually do, and just a little bit flatter as well. Normally, I would like to kind of just hit it with a little bit more topspin, but here I could just really hit it up and even a little flatter than what I would probably do if there was no wind.
It was, I mean, it's such a roller coaster. You're up 5-2 in the second, and then you storm, and then she storms back, and then 4-2 in the third, she storms back. What's going through your head?
Was I up 5-2 in the second?
You were up 5. You were up in the second, right, when she came back.
Yeah, but not 5-2.
5-3.
No.
Check my notes.
No. 5-3 maybe. Yeah.
5-3. Okay. You're up a break, correct?
You were up 5-2.
5-2.
Right.
You were up 5-2.
Right.
So I guess you were thinking.
I guess I wasn't thinking about the score. No, I guess I wasn't thinking. There's my answer.
You had an extra game.
I wasn't thinking about the score. Obviously, it was a lot tougher to serve on this side of the court. So, you know, I was obviously, even at third set, just always happy to, you know, hold my serve on this side of the court, because I really felt that, you know, I was, you know, seeing the ball well on my return games, and felt that I could really put more pressure on her return on my return games when she was on that side. So as long as I felt that I could hold, which wasn't the case at 4-all, but I was able to break her on the easier service side. So that was a big game there, and I think that's probably, you know, to me where okay, you know, I gave myself that the game to finish it off, which was a lot easier on that side of the court.
Kim, can you remember a more challenging Grand Slam in terms of conditions, wind?
No, I don't think so. Obviously, not wind-wise, no, I don't think so. But obviously, there's heat, and you know, in Australia, I mean, you play some really tough matches. But now these days they close the roof and it's really hot, so you don't deal with that much. But so no, I think the conditions have been really tough, and I think that's why I was, you know, very happy with the level that we played today.
How hard is it to fine-tune your game every two games? You cross the net, and now you have to make fine changes in what you do with the ball.
Yeah, obviously, when you hit with the wind, you have to just put a little bit. You're able to just kind of let that arm flow a little bit more, but you have to let it. You have to hit with more spin, and that's what I was trying to do. Obviously, you know, if you can just go to the lines a little bit, even if it's with a little bit more spin, I mean, the impact on your opponent is, you know, a lot tougher than it is against when you're hitting against the wind. So against the wind, you just try to hit a little lower than that, hit it flat, and you can just kind of go for it a little bit more, and you can just just really kind of go all out, just, you know, kind of wind up your rotation and just kind of swing from there, and that's what I was able to do.
It takes away the instinct from a player. Well, you can't just do on react. You have to factor in what you've already made your mind of, the way the wind is blowing.
Yeah.
Think about it.
The hard thing too, I think, was that the wind wasn't just coming from the back of the court to the front. It was kind of coming sideways, and that's a tough. Moving wise as well, you kind of just always have to, you know, be on your tippy toes, and just always make sure that you adjust and even step forward, step backwards, and so that's never that easy. But I mean, I felt that I was, you know, hitting well with the wind. I felt that I was, you know, making her move around well, and I think that's, you know, what I was really trying to focus on.
Hey Kim, congratulations. How do you
Thanks.
feel to be in the finals again, and what does it mean that you had to get through Venus Williams?
I mean, you know, it obviously means a lot to be in the final, and to give myself a chance to defend my title from last year. It's a great opportunity, but obviously beating Venus here last year and this year, it's a good feeling knowing that, you know, I think today was probably one of the best matches that I played throughout the tournament. So, you know, I was able to to raise my level, and that's probably what I'm most pleased about, is obviously that I was able to win a close match like this, but that I was able to kind of rise on the occasion when I had to.
Kim, last year your run here was unexpected and incredibly sweet. What is it this year?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I always feel good here, so I know that if I play good tennis, and if I can, I can give myself an opportunity to get into that second week and play those big matches. I mean, this is where I've played some of the best tennis that I've ever played. So if I can give myself those opportunities to play these kind of matches and not get surprised by opponents in the beginning of the tournament, I mean, anything is possible. And but what we call this year, I don't know. I'm sure you guys will make up something.
Kim, what are your memories from your first match against her back in '01, and how different of a player are you 9 years
Venus
later?
or Sonoria?
Against Venus.
Venus. In '01.
You were taped up, I remember.
Oh, really? I don't even remember that. Obviously, I mean, the thing is, when I was younger, almost 10 years younger, the impact of the powerful strokes was something that was a lot more powerful at the time, obviously, because we weren't used to that. I played juniors when I was 13, 14, so then all of a sudden you're playing against Venus, Serena, big girls and girls who even Lindsay Davenport, those kind of players, and the level is so different in the way that they hit their strokes. So that was probably my biggest surprise, or the biggest change that I noticed from when I came on tour was how hard they hit it, and they still had moments in there where they made some unforced errors, because they sometimes like to go for too much once in a while, but at that time I wasn't able to deal with it, because it was just kind of overwhelming. And now, obviously, I've become stronger since then physically, and you learn how to deal with them. We've played, I don't know what they said, 12 times or 13 times now, so I mean, you obviously learn, and you get to know your opponents as well, and so that always helps.